Hello guys, this is the CrispyTiger here to talk about movies, video games, and media moments today, and as of today, I'm here to talk about the state of sex in video games, and where that's at, because I really want to talk about good ideas, bad ideas, what's going on, what my opinion is, and just really get this discussion starting. There's, as you know, not very many good games that deal with the idea of sex. I'm not going to talk about too many games. I'm just going to talk about a key four that pop up in my mind when I think about sex in video games and talk about what they did right and what they did wrong and see if we can find a perfect balance of that somewhere in video games. So, without further ado, let's start with Mass Effect. Mass Effect is an interesting topic because while many people praise it for its sex scenes, I have to say I don't think they're very well made, like at all. What Mass Effect did right in the idea of how it channeled sex was that it tried to do it in a very mature fashion that had you emotionally invested in the characters, and it was very well done because this is the only game on this list that I've actually played. And yeah, I'm not gonna hit on Mass Effect except for one thing. It's one goddamn striptease! And that's just unacceptable, in my personal opinion. Now we have to talk about Heavy Rain. Also, one of the most key and notable features when you talk about sex in video games. And I'm just gonna say it, Madison is a badly written character. She is not very interesting and doesn't really have a personality of her own. But what she does, and the only thing about her that is key notable, is that she's consistently in compromising positions. She's either getting strip teasing for a complete douchebag undressing. She's either getting her ass smashed by Ethan, or spying on her like pervs in the shower, or last but not least, she almost get molested in a basement by a complete and utter crazy person. So, while going through the most prominent and think about what did it right, or at least had the ideas right and put in the right position, I came up with two games that I thought really did go in the right position, and the first one's probably going to be a shocker to you. Yeah, it's that time. Let's talk about Leisure Suit Larry Magna Carta Come. Yeah, let me get this out the way first and foremost. This game is misogynistic as hell, it's badly executed, and as far as gameplay goes, I haven't played the game, but it looks like shit. What it did do right, and what I do have to bring up, is that it was basically just a teenage sex comedy in the form of a video game. Now imagine a point-and-click adventure game written by the guys of, say, I don't know, Portal, or something really funny that dealt with the physicalities and awesome stuff about sex and really had a discussion about that. It would be like basically the Confessions of a Window Cleaner in video game form, and that's what needs to be brought up. It could be done very well. The second game's obvious and needs no introduction. Let's just talk about The Witcher 2 real quick. Haven't played it. Haven't watched a walkthrough on it. Really, I only watched a couple sex scenes and a trillion reviews. And you know what I got from all of those reviews? I got that it basically did what Mass Effect did. You were emotionally invested in the characters, and you really got to like them and know them. And the sex scenes didn't shy away from showing sex in its form. Sex is something that's been very heartbreaking to me, because we could talk about the physicals and the emotionals and do this very well. I just think that this is a topic that could be handled far better, and will eventually be handled perfectly, because The Witcher 2, as far as I know, is probably the best example of this. Either way, I gotta wrap this up. And I do thank you for watching very much if you got all the way through that. Like, favorite, subscribe, share us on Facebook and Twitter, and please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to have a discussion with you and talk about this. This is the Crispy Tiger, and goodbye.